First month, it's actually been going really well. The professors are really helpful. If you have any doubts, you can always approach them. They are really warm-hearted in answering all your doubts. And then your group mates would be perfect for you. You'll love them. And then, what do you say? Yeah, one of the main aspects that I found is the professors tell you what to study for the next class, so you need to come prepared for that. You need to go through that, say anatomy, that you're learning lower limbs. You need to go study lower limbs and then come sit in class. The professor will be really pleased if you're able to answer all their questions. As of now, we have 8 subjects. That's anatomy, cytology, biology, biology practical, physics, chemistry, Latin, Bulgarian, and medical ethics. Hardest until now would be cytology, because it's very vague. It's I don't think I'm using the right word, but I feel like it's a little conceptual, because you can't see a lot of things, but you should imagine and study that. In the sense, the cell processes and stuff, we don't actually physically see it, but then you should learn it, you should understand how it works and stuff. Studying English is actually good. Everything is in English. The professors speak really good English, so you won't have to worry about that. And then the only thing is anatomy. Most of the bones, the textbook that you're provided here, everything is written in Latin. So you might have to translate that to English for you to study. Latin is actually even harder than Bulgarian, I'd say, because Bulgarian, it's essential for you. You learn it, anywho. But then Latin, it is going to be harder because you need to learn it for learning some anatomy parts, because most of the textbooks that we have here have everything in Latin and not in English. So that is going to be hard.
I thought I had more classes at university. Because I know from other people, when I talk to them from other countries studying medicine, they have a lot of classes in university and 4 days and then from 8 to 7 in the evening. It's not the case here. But I think it's somewhere between, it's doable, I think, and it's so much to learn. And I think the most stressful thing at the beginning is how to figure out, how do I learn, where do I get all the information from? I think what takes a lot of time is anatomy, studying the bones, also biology and cytology. What's a bit easier for me is actually Bulgarian and Latin, because I tried to learn a bit Bulgarian before I came here, what I really would recommend, because then the first weeks you have a bit more time because you don't have to study the stuff the others have to study. And also Latin, I had it before in school, so also that's 2 topics I don't have to learn that much. And the rest is learning is, I think, not that hard, except in anatomy. The most tiring part for me is more to find all the informations, write it together. One thing I couldn't do at the moment was hiking. I really want to hike here and I'm looking forward to skiing. What I do is going out with friends to the park, to South Park or the other parks here, and just sit there, drink a coffee, or grab something to eat on a kiosk nearby, and also going out to bars or clubs and just enjoy life here. And actually, I don't know, since I'm here, I'm going out way more because I like the city, and also the people here, they're really nice, and I think I also found my people here.
We have a lot to do. We have always homeworks, and we have so many subjects. We have 8 subjects, and in all of the subjects we have homeworks.
I would say my first month at university is quite busy. I was expecting it to be busy, but not this busy. I do a lot of extracurricular as well as studies. So, for example, I'd have my lessons in the morning, and then in the evening I'd do some revision with my study group. But then I'd also have to fit in my time for singing lessons or dance lessons as well.
When I first landed here in Bulgaria, so there's I was so panicked. I was homesick within the minute I got here, and I knew that my mom was going to leave me for the next couple of years until I visit her back in Ireland or in Canada. So when I got here, I was super homesick. But as I stayed here longer and longer, and I knew that there's other students like me who are in the same situation as me. Their parents are going to come here, make them stay, and have an apartment set and leave. So having them made me so much more comfortable and getting used to in Bulgaria. I've talked to many seniors about what's going to be hard and what's not going to be hard. So seniors had told me that biology is going to be very difficult, as there's many subjects into it and many concepts and memorization of it. But right now I find anatomy hard because there's a lot of different bones in the body, and we're going to go beyond that and learn about the muscles, endocrine system. And so, but the exam for anatomy will be later on. So right now my worry is anatomy, but in the end, from what I know, it's like biology will be more difficult. My Bulgarian teacher is really nice, and she tries to make us pronounce, and she takes turns for everybody to pronounce or write an answer down. So far I learned a good amount of Bulgarian, even though I've been here for a couple of weeks. It's mostly because I have 3 classes every week for Bulgarian, and Latin as well. I have once a week, and I'm getting much better at it going on forth.
My first month has been a lot about adapting to the routines because sometimes your days are very busy. So it takes a bit of time to get adapted and not get too tired from it. But also have fun because you're meeting new people. So you want to see them, you want to go out and you want to have fun. So yeah, my first month has been a lot about adapting and finding a balance between both sides, like university life and being on top of my work, but also having fun and seeing my friends and everything. I wake up at around 7, average. Sometimes if I have a lecture later and I'm studying the previous night later as well, I wake up a bit later, but I usually wake up at around 7, make my breakfast, then I watch my lectures. Sometimes I'll have to go to university, but it's mostly online now. And I'll take my food, prepare my food beforehand, and then I'll come home, maybe exercise a bit if I still have some energy, and yes, then I'll study some more for the next day, and yeah, that's about it. And then I'll watch some series or something and talk to my friends, catch up with my family, and relax.
My first month at the university has been better than I expected. I have more time, more free time than I expected. My schedule is not as hectic, but I can tell you one thing, that if you don't have a study plan, you'll feel suffocated. And for me, my advice to anyone who's coming is that don't take your languages seriously, your Bulgarian and Latin, because I've really found them challenging, maybe because I was not serious in the beginning. And for me, I'd also say don't take anatomy for granted, just try to be focused. And doing online school, I'd say be self-driven, be self-motivated, and I would advise you to live with someone, because you don't want to be going through online school when you're actually alone at home. And also try to talk to your group members. My group members are amazing, or from different nationalities, and it's been nice getting to know everyone. In my group I've got people from Germany, from Syria, from Yemen, and from the UK. My family back home, they're very much fascinated with Bulgarian. So when my mom calls me, we try to speak in Bulgarian together, and I also speak in Bulgarian with my sister. I'm always watching YouTube videos. I'm trying to text my friends in Bulgarian. And yeah, everything that I met in the stores, everything that I see, I try to read it, I try to translate it.
My first month has been really overwhelming. I've been really homesick, but I'm really getting the hang of it. Like, I feel like if you're a perfectionist like me, you should just try to relax and tell yourself you can do this, because there's a reason why you were enrolled in the first place, and there's a reason why you were accepted. When it comes to being homesick, I think try to talk to your family as much as you can. When I have like free time, I try to call my mom so that I can feel like I'm still home somehow. Most of my days are actually not very busy. Only Monday is busy, where I have to wake up early and maybe go to school around 8 a.m. Then my lessons end at 7. But most of the times my lessons end around 2:30. So like I have time to study during the day. Like my classes are like spaced, so I don't have busy days most of the times. During the weekend, I'm not an outgoing person, so I don't go out a lot. It's either like I clean our apartment, and then sometimes I watch Netflix so that I can just like relax.
It's been good actually, and I'm really glad there's like practical seminars on place, because you get to like interact with the teachers and it just feels so refreshing rather than just like staying in your room staring at the laptop for online classes. Yeah, and the teachers have been super helpful. Like they're always there whenever you need like help. Like if you don't understand this problem, you can just go to their office and they're always there to help you. You can email them. Yeah, and the teachers are like really nice. Like they understand that we're like foreign students in like a new country, and they're sort of like trying to help us settle in. I've made friends mostly from people from Germany, and it's like across the world. So yeah, I'm trying to get to know them, and it's been real nice. I've met people from the UK, from like New York, like the US. Yeah, pretty much it. Yeah, there's people from like Dubai, India. It's like everywhere.
My first month in the university was like, first I went into the university, saw everybody, and what I realized is you are thrown into university right away, right off the bucket. No time to get used to anything. The first week actually was like that. You get to know your profs, but then from second and third week on, it's just full mode on. So my tip is just go inside and start like studying and sort your things out right away. I personally prefer studying in university because I feel like at home is my comfortable space, and I want to keep home and like working space my working space. So actually after this interview I'm going to the uni as well to study. I have to study for anatomy now and cytology, as cytology is going to be the first big exam upcoming, and the anatomy mid-exam is going to happen in a few weeks, so I'm studying for this. My day at the moment is very busy because of the mid-exam in anatomy and the upcoming cytology final exam, and I keep my day busy from like, let's say 8 a.m. to like 7 p.m. and then I get the rest of the day or the evening for my own and for my private stuff. So it's like I try to sort my day like a 9-to-5 job with the university, so I can take the evening for myself and use the day for working and studying. On the weekends we don't have any lectures, but I still try to not study as much as I do during the week, but still, for example, preparing the next week's seminars or reviewing quickly the stuff that I did last week to not get loose. But at the weekends I try to go out with friends or meet my cousin who lives here. I think I found a way to meet new students and other students and new people as well. I had luck with my group. We understand each other good, and so we link up very often, to be honest. And I also went to one of the society's parties for a few days ago. So most of them were also first year and second year students, so I could get a good overview what kind of people are in the university, who are they, and it's a good option. The people I know who I talk to on a regular basis I have a friend from Ireland, one is from South Tyrol, so he's like Italian-Austrian. Then we also have people from New York, people from India, and from Pakistan, so it's Canada as well, so it's very international. That's what I like about here as well. It's like everybody has a different background, everything is international, that's cool.